What's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to the channel. Metri back with another video when a cannibal vlogs his murder. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. 10K is on the way. Make sure you leave a like. Everybody say hi YouTube, hey YouTube, hi YouTube, hey YouTube, hi YouTube, hey YouTube, hi YouTube, hey YouTube. You can't even see it because I blurred it, but that doesn't matter. Let's get into the video.
It's always coming back because always the mission is first. That's the stuff. Skulls are getting cracked.
Though no one knew it at the time, Alexander Kenua was about to do something unthinkable. His self-recorded videos give us a chilling glimpse into his twisted mind in the days before he committed a truly disturbing act.
Do you see a bag of charcoal? Go ahead and open it.
What is it, Alex?
That's only part of it. I tasted something. It's tasted like a principle barbecue sauce. Some spice, slow-baked spice.
So this will happen to that boy. You keep doing that shit again, that's gonna keep happening.
What the?
On
He
the
putting
morning
barbecue
of May
sauce on
25th,
humans?
2012, 37-year-old Cujo Bonsafo Agie Kodie.
Oh, hell no. What was his name?
25th, 2012, 37-year-old Cujo Bonsafo Agie Kodie, an international student from Ghana, went out for a morning jog and never came home. Cujo has spent the last 6 months living with the family of one of his friends, Dr. Anthony Kenua, a physics lecturer at Morgan State University. And when Cujo failed to return home that evening, the family grew concerned. That concern evolved into outright fear when the family discovered that Cujo's wallet, ID, and phone were still in the basement.
Only reason why I stopped when they said his name is because, like, y'all know the dog, the killer dog Cujo?
Even if Cujo had decided to go out somewhere without telling the family, there was no chance he would have left these items behind. Feeling that something was wrong, the Kenuas called the police. They had no idea just how wrong things were. Although the police responded immediately to the report and sent detectives over to interview the Kenua family and search the property, nothing of note was found, apart from a dead fox in a container behind the Kenua's home.
What?
This curious finding will later prove integral in the most sickening way. Eventually, cadaver dogs are brought in to go over the wooded area behind the Kenua's home, but they find nothing.
Did y'all know I just recently found out what cadaver dogs mean? Or what do they do? I recently just found that out.
The only thing of note uncovered is the fact that red pepper flakes have been sprinkled on the ground in the house, specifically in the basement. This is another detail that will prove crucial later. It seemed like the case was rapidly getting cold, but an unexpected discovery was about to change everything. 4 days after Cujo's disappearance, Jared Kenua, the youngest boy in the family, was down in the basement when he found something that made his blood run cold. After confronting his older brother Alex about it, Jared told the rest of the family what he'd found, and the police were once again quickly called to the scene. In an interview with detectives, Jared revealed the nightmare he found in the basement.
My thing is, though, hold on real quick. What does a person gotta do to make you so mad that you want to eat them?
We're here to talk about an incident that occurred last night. Why don't you go ahead, just in your own words, tell me what happened.
Last night, right before I took a shower, I was gonna go get my laundry bag. So I went down to the basement and I opened the laundry door and I saw my blanket on top of a box. And as I was lifting the blanket up, I saw two pans for baking, and in between them was a cutting board. So I lifted up the
What
the
is that?
pans, and in it I saw 3 different objects, and they were kind of black with some gravy substance.
What
looking
is
at
that?
it, and it looked like hands and a head. And as soon as I saw that, I really couldn't distinguish whether it was a face or somebody's face I knew or something. But I looked at it and I stopped myself. I stopped what I was doing. I went upstairs and I asked Alex, come down here. And I asked him, what is it? And he said, don't worry about it.
I'm like, what you talking about? Don't worry about it. What? He said he saw a face, a hand, and he gonna tell me, Alex, you gonna tell me to don't worry about it? How is you cool?
Don't worry about it. It's none of your business and all that stuff. And he started avoiding my question.
Alongside interviewing Jared, detectives also spoke with Alex about this disturbing and suspicious discovery. As Alex has read his rights, the interview hits a slight snag.
Are you willing to talk to me after being advised of your rights? And that's, again, a yes or a no question. Same thing as the one on top. Okay, and then your initials right there.
There was this cannibalistic tribe in Papua. I said that wrong, definitely, for sure. New Guinea that ate human flesh. Part of the brain tissue they ate contained abnormal proteins which caused Kuru, a fatal brain disease. One of the symptoms was uncontrollable laughter, so they basically laughed themselves to death. What? How do you know that?
And, oh, wait, you gotta read that last one. What this one says is, have I threatened you or forced you in any way to make you talk to me?
Yes.
Have I really, or yes or no?
Yes. I was.
Do you think I did? I did threaten you? Because I'm not trying to threaten you. If you took it that way.
But I just take it as yes.
Oh, well, tell me then how because I don't want you to feel that way.
Holy
Don't feel
yam!
that way.
Holy yam! I thought I had a yam on my face. This is the yam of hell.
Sure, you know that I'm not threatening you and I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that.
I'm in a confined room in a undisclosed location with behind a locked door with a CCTV TV.
The door's not locked?
Detectives, I don't know.
No.
I'm threatened right now.
Okay, well, let me make you feel a bit better then. The door is not locked, okay?
I feel threatened.
We're in, well, I'm explaining to you, okay? We're not in an undisclosed location. We're in Forest Hill. It's about 20 minutes from where you live, okay? It's an industrial park. And the door's not locked, and I am not armed. I don't have a gun on me at all. You can see right there. And neither does that detective.
Though there are different policies, it's typically recommended that officers aren't armed in the interrogation room. It helps calm the person being interviewed and prevents them from saying they were threatened or they were scared because the officer was armed.
I didn't know that.
Officers don't want to wear a gun in order to lower the chance that someone takes it from them.
Your minds are weapons, though.
Well, I can't take my mind away. But there's no guns in here. No one wants to threaten you. Okay, so you understand I'm not trying to threaten you?
Right.
Okay.
I'll sign it.
Okay.
Less than 10 minutes into the interview, and Alex is already handling this differently than most people in this situation would. But is this strange behavior an indication that he knows something about Cujo's disappearance?
I hope he ain't the one that ate him. He don't even look like the type of dude that eat people, but what the fuck do a dude that look like that eat people eat people?
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
Yes, last week I collected a jackal or fox. It was like roadkill. And usually tribe animals, that's what sometimes I can catch, sometimes a jackal. But this morning I saw it's like a wild dog. I can give you a description for a wild.
Catching wild animals and it's not your job to do so? Serial killer vibes.
That's not wild dog, it's like a coyote type. Like they have fur on it. Maybe it had like a less than an inch of fur. But my cat was outside and I just happened to be upstairs looking outside and I seen a coyote. So I figured, you know what? I remember catching that fox that was roadkill. So I figured let me gut it up and, try and catch it.
Alex continues to ramble about the wild dog for several minutes, derailing the conversation and giving the officers a lot of seemingly useless information.
He fucking yapping.
But there's actually a sneaky reason he's done this.
You realize what your brother thought, though, right? Or thinks. He thinks that it's pieces of Cujo is what he thought.
Oh my goodness.
Did you realize he thought that?
He trying to use the fox, the jackal or whatever, as like that wasn't Cujo in those pants. That's jackal meat. That's Cujo meat.
Or you didn't realize so I just said so?
He said that he saw it was something that was blacking him, like he couldn't really describe it, and he said he wasn't sure. And he mentioned it to my father and mother.
Okay.
Nothing but no human skull.
Human what now?
Skull. Like human parts or anything. Because he said there was a head, and I said there's a jackal head right there. The coyote forks. And the paws and the inside. I couldn't bring the intestines in because they're already eaten. Right. So it's just parts of it. And besides, I wanted to skin it, try to make like a dream catcher.
Were they
What? Who skins jackals for a dream catcher?
parts of Cujo?
No. But the dogs that came out today, they were searching and everything. I'm sure they'll pick the scent, you know.
Alex is incredibly confident when he uses the cadaver dogs to assert his innocence. But why is he so sure the dogs won't pick up a scent in the basement? One obvious explanation actually has to do with the red pepper flakes that were found scattered throughout the floor of the basement.
Oh,
It's a
hold on, that nigga Alex too smart.
commonly believed yet disproven myth that red pepper flakes can fool cadaver dogs into not smelling human remains. What they can do is potentially burn the dog's nose, but this would still not prevent them from indicating remains if there were any.
Pause. How ironic is this fucking ad? And there's a fucking fox. Look at this nigga.
Classic first time.
Look at this nigga.
However, as will later be uncovered, there is a far more sickening reason that the dogs didn't pick up on anything in the Kinua home. Still, it's entirely possible Alex believed the myth about red pepper, especially given some of his self-recorded videos.
Oh.
Now the question is about planning the unthinkable, because now how are the new powers going to use nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons? Sooner or later, the countryside is going to be torn in battlefields. It already is in battlefields. It's slowly
That one unemployed friend on a fucking Monday.
erupting.
Protect your necks. Nobody is safe, no matter where you are. It could be even in your own room. It could be even in your own school. It could be in anywhere.
But why would your brother think there were human parts? Because he's been around animals. He said you guys used to cut up animals back on the farm or something like that.
We've cut up goats not far from here no more.
But he seems to think that what he saw tonight were human parts as opposed to animal.
Well, I showed him the carcass that I actually had, so
He's just confused, you think?
I would say he's confused. He's very smart.
Alex quickly steals a glance at the detectives after saying this, potentially trying to measure their reaction to his self-contradictory response. With Alex adamantly sticking to his story about the cut-up animal parts, detectives decide to switch gears.
You know where Cujo's at?
After he mentioned his
Straight
case,
to it.
because I remember several years ago, he had a charge. I think it was something on I don't know the details specific. That's the only details I don't know of his case, and he never spoke about it even when he went to immigration.
Alex's rambling can also
Okay.
be seen many times throughout his strange and disturbing vlogs.
Sunless sky.
Why is he vlogging? Man, look at this nigga room.
Sunless sky.
Boy, what the hell?
The sun is very powerful. Energy the solar flares it can deliver to this planet itself. It can knock out every electronics, every mechanical, electromechanical apparatuses around the world, even in the sky itself. Airplanes will not fly. Cell phone towers knocked out.
In an attempt
Put this nigga in the insane asylum. He tweaking.
to deal with Alex's knack for rambling, the detectives decide to be direct with him.
Yes, did you kill Cujo?
No.
Did you cut him up?
No.
Because you're interested to see what you said you dissect these things surgically, did you?
He trying to throw them off with his body movement and body language. He's not moving or anything. He got his hands in one place. He did some reading.
I've seen morticians do that.
Right. So, I mean,
Not in
do you
person.
ever have curiosity to do it yourself?
No. My curiosity does not extend that far. I've been exposed to body parts at an early age. I've seen people's brains blown out. I've seen people dead and everything. Whatever.
Where is that?
You know about shockumentaries?
Oh.
On TV, you're saying?
Shockumentaries.
On TV?
I don't know what you mean. Shockumentaries is a TV
What the hell is shockumentaries?
program?
Shockumentary, yeah. Some of them are on internet.
Sensing that they're not going to get anything useful from Alex, detectives end the interview and conduct a search of the Kinua home, completely unaware of the horror they were about to walk into. In the basement, officers retrieved the charred aluminum roasting pans that had allegedly had human remains in them. Not far from the pans were what appeared to be clippings of short, dark hair, that had been wrapped in a paper towel and thrown in a wastebasket. In the laundry room, they find a roasting bag that could usually be used for poultry, scarred by the same charred residue seen on the pan and treated with an oily cleaner. In the room, they also found a camo t-shirt with what appeared to be bloodstains down the front. But this is only the beginning of the disturbing discoveries. Alex's bedroom is locked with a deadbolt and marked with a wooden sign reading, "Either some greater force of terror than death must be devised, or death will not be enough for coercion."
What the fuck?
Observe the sunlight, the shadows, the shadow. Call me Shadow Man.
In Alex's bedroom, officers find the shockumentaries he mentioned, as well as multiple leather whips, a large hunting knife, and 2 machetes. These discoveries are overshadowed by what the officers find next. On the underside of Alex's mattress is a massive bloodstain, one so large that officers immediately theorize that whoever the blood belongs to is almost certainly dead.
Bro, what?
While they weren't able to find the body parts that Jared claimed to have seen, everything else the officers found in the basement points towards Alex being involved in Cujo's death. Eager to find out the truth behind this mystifying case, detectives sat back down with Alex for another interview. His explanation for the blood is shocking, to say the least.
Imagine bringing your side project.
Imagine dragging these nuts across your face, ad man.
You and I and Chris, again, we're not here to get a confession from you or anything like that. One of the things that I asked you is on the line now, you, right? Because let me explain why.
Why he so happy and smiley and smirky?
You, right? Because let me explain why.
Lock his ass up.
There is psychology to that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because let's say that someone robs a bank, and I find out that this person has a wife that's dying of cancer. Is that the same as the guy that comes in wearing a mask and puts a gun in somebody's head because he wants to get a party out with that money? Are they the same 2 people? The crime is a crime.
Right?
Already, this detective appears to be taking a more strategic approach than the previous detectives, setting the stage for a conversation that will make Alex actually want to confess. One way he does this is by quickly introducing the idea that committing a crime does not make someone evil, and that certain people may commit crimes for reasons that are morally justified. The officer doesn't believe this, but is saying it to try to get Alex to admit to something.
Oh, I like that tactic. That's a fire manipulation tactic. I gotta write that down, write that down.
Like in his last interview, however, the detectives are ready for his rambling.
Do you know what forensic science is all about?
I don't believe what TV says too much about it. However, I'm aware that it's a hard opinion for science.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe that deoxyribonucleic acid is an indicator to identify who an individual is?
It can play because you have the X and Y chromosomes, and you can also identify, the genome sequence from it. You can extract it.
So you can tell the difference between the blood of a fox and the blood of a human being.
Oh my God, W detective. He said, so you can tell, right? You know we ain't stupid, right, Alex? You know we're not fucking idiots and we got all of the technology in the world, right, Alex? But Alex smart too, though, but he not really smart. He just knows some shit. W detective, though. I love that.
Yes.
What do you think the blood on your mattress showed?
That's a blood from period.
From period?
Yeah, I'm on this period.
That's your excuse, my nigga? Okay.
What would that be?
Oh, she doesn't say anymore.
What about the blood that was in
the box? The box. That's a fox blood then.
What if I told you that it wasn't? What if I told you that that was human blood?
Oh, then I have to show you exactly. Was it dried up, especially?
There's a little bit of both.
Then either that was planted there because
you're cooked.
I did have the fox there when my father saw me there.
He's cooked.
So when you take that stuff, then I'll screw my knowledge. So we take it out because it was kind of smart. So to get out.
While searching Alex's room, police discovered a journal that contained extensive notes on how detectives and suspects commonly behave in interrogations. Some of his notes included, quote, "The capacity for resistance is diminished by disorientation. The end of an interrogation should be planned before questioning starts. The kinds of questions asked, the methods employed, and even the goals sought may be shaped by what will happen when the end is reached."
He studied for
The
this.
poorest interrogations are those that trail off into an inconclusive nothingness. The successful interrogation of a strongly resistant source ordinarily involves two key processes: the calculated regression of the interrogatee and the progression of an acceptable rationalization.
He planned
If these two
this.
steps have been taken, it becomes very important to clinch the new tractability by means of conversion. In other words, a subject who has finally divulged the information sought and who is given a reason for divulging which saves his self-esteem,
He ate
his
my nigga
conscience, or
Cujo.
both, will often be in a mood to take the final step of accepting the interrogator's values. His journal could explain in part why Alex keeps derailing the officer's questions.
So, would you say, was Cujo a violent person?
He had a tendency, I wouldn't necessarily say to be violent, but you can speak to every witness or even people who knew him.
Well, you know I'm speaking to you because you knew him very well.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I knew of him. I did not know him well. He never shared with me personal information about his life up until he got incarcerated. After then, he started talking. He came out much more like something different.
In 2007, 5 years earlier, Cujo was accused of assaulting a female graduate student at Morgan State University.
Oh my God, Cujo! I was rooting for you, nigga! And you out here doing shit like this? Right? Cujo seemed like such a jolly person. Never mind. What? I guess fuck Cujo, honestly. We don't condone that around here.
The same school Alex currently attends, and trying to scare her into dating him by obtaining...
Scaring? Bro, he tried to scare a girl into dating him? Oh, nigga, you super ugly. Like, it's levels to this ugly shit, chat. It's like ugly, but you can still find a match. And then it's ugly to where you gotta threaten a girl to be with you super ugly. Like, fuck Cujo. Cujo, Rocks, Cuckoo. Fuck dude.
Her social security number and phone number.
Social security number?
Cujo wasn't only expelled from the school, but he was found guilty of a 4th-degree offense, stalking, harassment, and sentenced to 18 months in prison. Toward the end of his sentence, Cujo's visa was revoked and he was sent to a federal facility in Texas. Dr. Kenua, Alex's father, helped Cujo find legal representation. After his release, Cujo moved in with the Kenuas.
Oh, hell no!
Although Alex is stating that he doesn't know if Cujo is violent, that's not quite true. He referenced Cujo's case in the previous interview, and even went so far as to say that Cujo talked to the Kenuas about it.
You know where Cujo is at?
After he mentioned his case, because I remember several years ago, he had a charge. He mentioned something to my brother about the woman who got him in trouble.
They caught him in his
Alex
lie.
seems to be downplaying Cujo's dark past, and it could be because he has an unsavory past of his own.
So,
but does that mean eat the nigga though?
You yourself were caught up in a situation not too long ago at college where you were accused.
Why don't you have YouTube Premium at this point? 'Cause I'm broke, nigga.
of an act of violence. If I wasn't there, I don't know the circumstances behind it.
Let me just break it down real quick.
Sure, if you want to.
Well, I could be in a body bag right now. That's how I look at it. I stay with people who want to jeopardize our college experience and also our education growth. I just happen to be in the mix of it. I could have moved. I should have moved, actually. But because of that person and their behavior, it jeopardized my safety, bringing people at unknown times.
He's lying.
Pointing rumors on me. I never seen any rumors.
Too much body movement.
So I had to defend my life.
You stopped the threat.
I mean, I dealt with it. The only fact is that how I went about it, because I didn't go outside to look for him. He came to look for me. He came to our party. And he could have been armed, and he is armed.
some of the times. So your perception is you stopped the threat. He was a threat, and you had to stop that threat. I think that's a fair assessment. Don't you? Okay.
That's
before Alex had returned home from college, right before Cujo's disappearance, he spent a few days behind bars. Police spoke with Alex's roommate, Devin Keys, about Alex's strange behavior leading up to the incident.
Hello? Is this Devin? Hey, sir, it's Detective Lane.
Okay.
So, like I was telling you before, I wanted to talk to you about Alex, and you were his roommate on a daily basis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long had you guys been living together?
We've been in the same dorm for 2 years, but that was my first year actually living in the same room with him.
Now, were you a friend of Alex, or you guys just lived together?
Yeah, I was a friend of his.
Okay. In the last couple years, had his behavior changed at all?
His behavior started changing in, I'll say, about December or January of this last year.
Okay. What kind of things did you see that made you think his behavior was changing?
Well, he just started acting different.
People could have been united. This is an ancient mistake with some man-made. Why? Why the f did they let that go?
Back the fuck up, Alex! Holy shit! Nigga, all in the camera like these. Creepy ass nigga, back up.
Did you ever see him have a skeleton hand? Not a real skeleton, but like a medical skeleton type of thing.
Oh, look at his book selection.
Yeah, he had one of those.
That's the scary thing about college and having a roommate, though.
I'll say around March, maybe.
What?
But like a medical skeleton type of thing.
Yeah, he had one of those.
He had one of those. Now, when did he start carrying that around?
I'll say around March, maybe.
He's just carrying it around?
Did he ever do anything in his rooms that were strange or out of the ordinary?
He had weird videos that he used to watch, and then he had like chanting books or something like that.
Chanting books?
I call them chanting books because they're not like normal. Well, I don't want to say normal religious books, but I was some kind of like voodoo, I guess.
Voodoo kind of thing?
Yeah.
The videos you're speaking of, what kind of videos would they be?
War videos, like torture, stuff along that end.
Other people who knew Alex also noticed a change in his behavior. Alongside carrying a medical skeleton around, Alex started going by the nickname Mufasa. The latter fact became known when an RA had responded to a situation in which someone going by the name Mufasa had broken a window in an apartment building. But this wasn't the incident that resulted in Alex's time in jail.
The young man he assaulted down there at your dorm room, did him and that young man have a problem? Like, was there...
But, like, how did the switch just flip like that and he just started acting weird? Like, what triggered that?
There kind of tension between the two of them, or did it surprise you that he did that?
It surprised me because, like, just the other couple of days before it happened, like, they were just talking about regular stuff, and then that happened.
In an exclusive interview with Ewu, Joshua Caesar, the man that Alex attacked, talks about his close call with death.
Like, fuck you think he is? Lion King?
We were as an acquaintance.
Mufasa?
We both went to the same school together, Morgan State University.
Joshua said that he was meeting a friend after graduation and decided to wait for her at the apartment where Alex also happened to live.
And when I walked through that door, as soon as I crossed the threshold, I heard what I know to be God at this point now. Put your arm up. I felt something waving over me. And so I put my arm up, and underneath my arm, I could see a man standing there with a black sheet over his head. And I was knocked unconscious.
The man in the black sheet was none other than Alex Kinua. Alex had attacked Joshua with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and chains.
Nigga, what is this? Saints Row, San Andreas? Zombie Land? Bro, what? Nah, he tweaking.
Alex had attacked Joshua with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and chains.
What?
I woke up in the back of the house.
Fortunately, Joshua's friends, Mac and Meriwether, were nearby to intervene before things took an even deadlier turn.
What the fuck did he do to Alex?
Opened the door. He says, "Stay in here. Don't go anywhere." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Stay here." Then he closed the door. About a few seconds later, I hear a bunch of rumbling, dun, 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 and commotion. I didn't know what was going on out there still to that time. Matt came back inside and he said, come out. When I came out, there was blood all over the place.
What the hell?
And I didn't realize at that time it was mine.
With no memory of the attack, Joshua had to ask his friends about what happened that day.
He said, well, Matt said, we were playing the game when we heard a scream, a shriek. We ignored it. So Merriweather said, nope, that didn't sound right. And opened the door, and he saw Kenny was standing over top of me with a knife.
What?
There was a struggle and a fight over my body. That noise and commotion I said that I heard in the restroom that I was waiting in till Max said to come back out was them fighting off Kennywood a second time from coming in to get back to me.
Mac and Merriweather bravely fought off Alex until he fled to a nearby wooded area.
Man, that's some real homies right there, cause what the hell?
He was found by campus police shortly after and charged with assault and reckless endangerment. After paying a bond of $220,000, Alex's family brought him home on May 23rd, 2 days before Cujo went missing. Joshua's injuries included a shoulder fracture and multiple skull fractures. He also lost sight in his left eye permanently. Joshua credits his survival to his friends that protected him from Alex and the campus police officers that kept him awake after losing so much blood.
Oh my God!
As horrific as the attack on Joshua was, it was far from the only incident involving Alex.
What? I would have spent on Alex. I would send everybody. Oh my God, Alex wouldn't have been here today. What? I would have sent everybody spinning to Alex, man. What? We would. Oh my God. No way.
Yeah. I beat open your bed and I just.
Oh my God. Please tell me they gave this nigga life. What did he just say?
Alex.
Yeah. I beat open your bed and I jerked off and I squashed on. You got something to say, man? You can look at on your bed. Hope you have a good night's sleep. DP on them freaks. Super freak, huh? You like them super freaks? Well, I got you.
Oh my God, this nigga's crazy.
You want fall over your bed playing games out here. Who's playing with you? Nobody's playing with you. Matter of fact, I don't even have the respect to be called no more.
So this will happen so that you keep doing that shit again, that shit gonna keep happening.
Bro, he busted up on his bed.
See your clothes? Go look in your bed. Look, I left you fucking surprises. That's just a beginning.
Devin also had some insight into this incident between Alex and a fellow Morgan State student.
Are you familiar with something when
what is
Alex
this?
maybe went into somebody's bedroom, did something on their bed? Did you hear that story?
Oh, yes, I heard that story.
Okay, who told you about that, Alex or somebody else?
He told me.
And what?
Why would you? And then you gonna tell somebody that you just busted a what on his who? Okay, please tell me they gave him some type of chair or like years. If Alex is out of jail today, I'm punching my monitor.
What did he tell you?
He said that somebody disrespected him, so he disrespected them every time.
And did he tell you what he did?
He went to the guy's bedroom and on their bed.
Did he tell you how they disrespected him in the first place?
No, he wouldn't tell me that.
Okay. Do you think there really was an argument?
Look at his long ass finger. What the?
Between him and that gentleman, or you think this is just something he was imagining?
I would say it was something that he either imagined or he just took out of hand.
It wasn't just Alex's friends who had to deal with his baseless accusations.
And right now, I'm following somebody who I thought was watching over here.
Yeah, he's not right in the head. He's not right in the head. He's not right in the head. He's not always there. He has something wrong with him. He take medicine.
Accusations.
For sure.
Right now, I'm following somebody who I thought was watching over here, getting a phone call. Not even him. See right there? All in the world will make sense.
All the names are put on the board. Now, as it tells the story, and then unfolds as the skid crew has returned. The little boy that was picked up has released the scarecrow to scare the girls. He must eat. He visually face, deal with crows. This is another love report because people are kidnapped. They're infected with a virus that is going to get them, and the dream is turned to a nightmare. A very few will survive.
Based on his self-recorded videos and the accounts from those who knew him, it seems like Alex's aggression was ramping up during March, April, and May of 2012, before finally culminating in the terrifying attack on Joshua Caesar. All of these incidents involve Alex taking extreme actions based on perceptions that have no basis in reality. Realizing that this could be a possible motivation for Alex to have killed Cujo,
So he's just making up shit in his head and doing shit?
To uncover the truth behind Cujo's disappearance. Nothing can prepare them for what Alex eventually reveals.
The issue of Morgan State, that guy, you perceived him to be a threat.
It's not good.
And you perceived him to be a threat. And then I asked you if Cujo was a threat, and you initially, I don't really even know. Well, if he was involved in terrorist activities, if he was involved with bad people or bad things that were going on, and he's living at your parents' home, under their roof, with your siblings and yourself, how would you not say that he's not a threat?
Talk to him.
Like Cujo's case, as far as for him staying with our family, he stayed with our family before. He has done what he has to do, and that's when he, after getting arrested and all that, his behavior shifted.
But you're so vague about that.
No, what I mean is that his behavior has shifted is as far as for how he went about his business. It's more so, people can't tell you much more whether he was much more
He's saying a bunch of nothing.
Involved with people or less more introverted.
Alex seems to be having difficulty explaining himself.
Talk about
the
it.
detective engages with his logic. Perhaps it's growing harder for him to make denials. Alex then alleges something about Cujo that's somehow even more shocking than anything else revealed so far.
When you start connecting the pieces together, to me it made more sense that, he's trying to get himself back up on his feet. However, at the same time, he may not necessarily be doing that, He may have some other ulterior motives. And especially speaking to my mother, and who mentioned earlier that he's having troubles going to the basement to use the washer. And I spoke to him. I said if Cujo put his hands on him, and that's when I knew that something was wrong, and then I just went ahead and just fixed it. I didn't know something, but something that happened. I don't think anything happened.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel nothing.
I don't feel nothing?
It doesn't make you angry?
Anger is a big thing. Anger is...
Hey, I like parts of his mind. I ain't even gonna lie. He sound like he got like his screws screwed on, but they like screwed on the different bolts that like, you know what I mean? Cause I like how he said anger is a weakness, which is true. If somebody can get you mad, that mean you weak. They can get you to do anything. But like this nigga's still crazy. And then you busting nuts on somebody dead? This nigga's obviously crazy.
Don't get mad, get wise.
So couldn't be getting wise, stopping the threat?
Stopping the threat could be something.
The pain is coming, the pain is going. They couldn't believe it, but now it's flowing. They fucking saw it. They got their mouths zipped up, cause they know when they up, it's gonna get zipped up and thrown across the cut. They could have sorted. They could have sorted.
That shit is ass.
And out the bodies moving down it, but then now it's so distorted.
Listen, you are responsible for what happened to Cujo. As far as his death goes, why you committed that act, they caused that.
Look on his face.
I need to understand.
I do know that he has been manipulative and taking advantage of my father's good heart and my family's kindness.
You're not going to stand for that. Is that fair?
Right. And on top of that, he also gives us signs, like I say, classifies terrorist behavior. Well, I do know. But I know how he acts and everything because I have you look at my bookshelves and the type of books and material that I read, like with him, he sat directly next to my library where I have those type of books there. And every time.
Holy fuck. Mattress on the floor. Bro, he went to Morgan State. Mattress on the floor. Room full of books of crazy shit. I know it is. What is even this room back here? What is even this? Like, what is this area? It's just a bunch of bullshit everywhere. Like, look at this shit.
I noticed he would go through them and like just, he would look at me like, you know, he would give me a certain look. He would give me a look like he doesn't want me to find something. He hiding something. So every time I would come downstairs, he would rush to hide something. I'm like, what is he hiding? What is he doing? Whenever I went to my room, my things were moved around. So he was definitely in my room.
Warning, please.
Tell me what it was that put it over the top where you said this.
Okay.
I asked who to put his hands on. Thought about it or dreamt about it.
So, was this something that you planned or was it experimental?
He dreamt about it.
I didn't confirm. I told him already that night.
Tell me.
I mean,
what did you say?
I spoke to him briefly, rearranged my side of the room, made him take all his shit to one corner, put all my stuff there, fixed up everything. And I just asked him some brief questions because he started working out and all that, trying to do his muscles and all that. I was like, don't fight, especially people coming to my family. I do something else.
Tell me, Alex, tell me what you did.
I mean, this confession,
Shit, you finna tell it. So you tell us, is this a confession? Negro.
So how did you kill him?
I won't say I killed him. Now,
tell me asking you that though.
So basically, I spoke to him. That was it.
And then what did you do?
After speaking to him,
did you hit him with a hatchet? Did you hit him with a pipe?
I won't go into detail.
He just fucking snitched on himself, so okay, cool.
Life is terrible. But it could be even more terrible. My family, I could be burning my family right now.
With this proclamation, Alex has fully admitted that he believes he killed Cujo in order to protect his family.
Yikes.
I don't know the truth. So again.
Look at him. Why is he smiling? What was said that was funny?
The truth. So again, you're a logical, well-thought man, right? Who was there when you took his life? Just you and him? Because he can't talk.
Just as the detectives start to make progress, things take a turn for the bizarre.
I talk to dead people.
Well, right now, I'm not interested in talking to anyone down. I'm only interested in one person, and that's Alex. That's my only interest.
Whether or not Alex genuinely believes that he can somehow communicate with the dead, the phrasing and tone of his retort, as well as the fact that he's bringing this up unprompted in a serious murder investigation, arguably betrays his intent to be defiant.
My thing is with his personality, it's like it's a normal person, but like unsettling, blood-curdling type of vibe, though.
He doesn't want to roll over just yet. Detectives have to once again do their best to get him on track.
Besides from the videos we've seen of him vlogging, but like the interview him and those videos we've seen are like two different people, and it's weird as hell.
But clearly you perceive Cujo as a threat to your family. There was a point in time where a decision is made by you that this has got to stop. This is going to end right here. There's two things I don't know. Is it something that was a spontaneous because of something that he did? Or is this something that you said, this is how I'm going to fix this problem?
It wasn't spontaneous.
It wasn't spontaneous?
I look at it as Cujo when he started doing the things he did, started moving from house to house, then I knew that something was up. And his personality, just based on his character analysis that I was conducting, I was like, something's about to go. And I knew it was either my family, period. He got to go.
Given Cujo backstory too, though, it's like, I don't know. Cujo probably would have did something weird to his family too, though. But like at the same time, it's like we don't know that.
And I just played some music. And went to work.
But he do seem more off the rail, though.
But I need you to explain to me how you went to work.
I'll give you that with a cigarette and a tape recorder.
After hours of grueling investigation and interrogations, Alex is finally willing to give up the details of this crime.
Finally, Negro!
However, no one was prepared for the depths of his depravity, nor the stomach-churning reality of what happened to Cujo Codier.
Okay, let's hear it.
It seems the officers take Alex outside for a cigarette and continue recording the audio of his disturbing confession.
Where did Cujo want to go?
You're not going to find this body.
Can you tell me?
I can direct you to one.
Okay, where is
it? It's right under your nose.
Not at the police station, I hope.
No.
Okay, where?
Well, one is in my stomach, but...
What make you want to eat a nigga, though? He meat eating. He ate Cujo meat.
In your what? In your stomach?
Go eat some food. Are you fasting? Are you starving?
Do that make him gay? That's a good question. If a cannibal dude eat your meat, is that gay?
What's going on? We will go.
It gotta be.
We want to go eat food. You are grown man.
What part was that?
What part was hot?
As startling as this admission is, Alex isn't done with the horrifying
He ate his
reveals.
heart?
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? The other body parts, are they... Can you give me an idea where they are?
You might be able to know. You might find them.
Did you put them in the rest of the body? Is it the rest of the body itself? Or you just cut out certain parts? Or...
It's dissected.
That's dissected?
So I mean, what charges am I facing right now? I mean,
all of them, nigga. Nigga said, what charges am I facing? All of them.
I mean, what charges am I facing right now? I mean, I'm already facing 30 years. So, what charges am I facing?
What charges will you be facing? Well, what you're telling me, you took his life, yes?
Okay. So,
I'm asking.
He said, okay, so.
What the fuck? Did you take his life?
I mean, he's not in existence.
Okay.
Nah, I hate this nigga. He's not in existence. I hate a smart ass.
I could have helped him fake his death.
Well, obviously, that would be murder charges. I mean, you're a smart guy. I mean, you know what they're basically going to be.
Let me what's over.
If you can tell me, are there pieces of Cujo in and around in or around your house? Excuse me.
And he chuckling and shit.
You looking for his head?
Yes.
Well, his head is taken care of.
Is it in the? How is it taken care of? Can you tell me any more than that?
His head is. Do you have anybody at the house right now? Mm-hmm. Can you get him on the phone?
Sure.
Nigga hit the head in the house.
Alex guides the officer to his gruesome leftovers.
Okay, go to the dining room. Okay, there's a big cabinet, a white cabinet that has like glass shelves on it. You see the white shelves? Now go to the bottom, move the box of books over there. At the bottom of the cabinet, move the boxes and open one of the shelves. Do you see a bag of charcoal? Go ahead and open it.
He said, go ahead and hope. He said, go ahead and open open it. Oh, hell no. Nigga, no, I'm not opening that. What the hell?
Do you see it? Okay. What is this inside the bag? What exactly? That's the only part. That's the only part.
After recovering Cujo's severed hands and head, the officers were set on retrieving the rest of his remains.
His hands and head?
Alex revealed that he disposed of it in the dumpster of a nearby church and went so far as to brag that the chances of recovering it were slim to none. However, when officers investigated the dumpster for themselves, they discovered 2 duffel bags inside, infested with maggots. As they tried to remove one of the bags, it tore, and the officers were forced to watch in silent horror as Cujo's torso slid out and hit the pavement.
Oh my God!
Before we were outside talking, Alex was telling me, I'm just gonna put the same report right on the table, okay, Alex? Sure.
This nigga sinister.
If you can, since Tom wasn't sitting here just a second ago, just run through that with what you were telling the other detective.
Alex begins eagerly recounting a story so disgusting and despicable, it far outshines everything the detectives have learned thus far. Alex no longer has anything to hide, and as a consequence, he finally discusses in detail what happened the night he slaughtered Cujo. And
my thing is, why did he prolong it this long to tell them?
More horrifying than anyone imagined.
If he was gonna do it anyway.
That night, you know, after everything took place, we didn't argue anything, but I did tell him, I'm not gonna speak about anything like cannibalism, you know, it was more so about him being, I asked him if he knows about cannibals, and he said he's heard of them and he'd find out. So I asked him, is he ready to die? And he's like, no, he's not ready to die. So, too bad he made the angel death.
And then what did you do, Alex?
Well, that night, you know, I know he's into gospel and everything, so play some gospel music.
Oh, he got the first ticket to hell with gasoline draws on, sitting on Satan's lap.
And then he was sleeping. Came at him. You know, I stood over him. And, you know, went to work with the took the axe and just went to work on his head. And then hit him about twice.
Oh my gosh!
After that, I let him bleed out. And then took his heart off. After I took his heart off, got my knife, cut him off.
This complete lack of emotion is deeply disturbing, but then again, not quite as disturbing as his choice to play Cujo's favorite music while butchering him.
That's
was
devious.
Was he trying to give Cujo a final moment of peace before his execution? Or was he mocking his victim before sending him to his grave? Regardless, this sick preparation must have given Alex time to pause, to reconsider his actions, or even to selfishly consider that his next act would alter the course of his own life for good. But given that he chose to stand over Cujo in these moments, it seems more likely that Alex enjoyed this part of the process as well.
What the fuck?
He then proceeded to swing the same long-handle axe he used to cut trees into Cujo's face.
Oh my God!
Then cut him up the way he would the animals he trapped in his backyard.
How did you get the parts outside?
Just walk.
I mean, did you program anything?
Wrapped them up in a bag.
Actual case photo bag used to dispose the body. Whoa.
And took him where?
To the church.
Any particular reason down the church?
He played gospel music, killed him to some gospel music, and then put him in a church dumpster. Oh my God, he's not seeing the light of day, of heaven, of anything.
You know, is there any particular reason that you did that?
That's symbolic.
You know, there was an issue with your brother. Finally, some things. Tell me about that.
Not what he found. He doesn't know, so.
Well, he's smart enough. Like you, I mean, he's smart.
Not that smart, but he doesn't know the circumstances behind it because sometimes his judgment clouds him. He and out I've seen, because when I'm not around, he's the second, at least say the second in charge. And if he can't recognize the threats on his own family, what is he going to do?
What is this story?
For this.
Put me insane now. I don't know.
Are you insane?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure about that? Is he sure about that?
However, the action conducted may look insane towards society. But basically what I do is ancient, right? I'm getting rid of skull.
And that's the way you look at Cujo.
What type of people are these people? Like his behavior. He's like, yeah, I just killed somebody in GTA with a fucking axe. Ate his body, ate his heart. But I'm not insane. Then what are you?
That's ancient justice.
Though Alex may be basking in his crime, he seems lucid and afraid of punishment enough to minimize his own sentence by recommending he be remanded to a psychiatric facility.
Bury him under
Even
the
with
jail.
everything he's revealed so far,
Alive.
Alex still had one last sickening detail to share.
There's more?
Again, I'm just trying to understand. This was totally symbolic on your part. You're cooking its head and hands. You removed his hands from his body so that they could not touch anyone anymore. I guess his head disgusted you, and you wanted to deform the head, cook away the hands, eat some of them, and you ate his heart.
That's the only part I did eat. I didn't eat his head. I tasted some of it. It's tasted whatever, put some barbecue sauce.
If this not insanity, then what is? I don't know what to think about life anymore. The nigga ate a heart and part of somebody's face with barbecue sauce. Where's the insanity line drawn?
Did you use some barbecue sauce?
It's just spice, Old Bay spice, the whole base.
Nigga said Old Bay spice.
How do you feel now?
Justice is there. That's how I look at it.
As sickening as this reveal is, it also could potentially answer one of the remaining questions. The police brought cadaver dogs to the Kenua home, and
Nigga put barbecue sauce on the ops. Old Bay is peak, not when you using it on people. And crazy enough, I've never had Old Bay. I've seen it. I've never had it though.
they did not indicate that there were any human remains. And yet, Alex had butchered and eaten parts of Cujo in the home, and he had a blood-covered mattress in his room. The reason the dogs didn't pick up on the scent could be due to the dog's training and experience.
Where was everybody else? Where was everybody else in the house when he was cooking up, whipping up, flipping up his homie? Putting Old Bay barbecue sauce? Ain't nobody asking what he cooking. What's that smell?
As well as the training and expertise of the handler. If a dog is not well trained, or if the dog is being used in a situation for which it is not trained, such as live detection versus
Hold on, his toilet seat was wood? Oh no, the whole family might be crazy.
human remains detection, the dog is likely to fail. It's also important to note that by cooking and seasoning the body parts, much of the scent of the remains was destroyed.
Wow.
The dogs look for things like skin cells, and cooking would destroy them, potentially throwing off the dog's ability to detect the remains.
Wow.
However, alone, spices and cooking will not prevent a properly trained dog and handler team from finding human remains. After nearly 6 hours total of interrogation, detectives may just now be meeting the real Alex Kenua.
I mean, this is, we have done it thousands of times, millions of times. I mean, this body is just temporary.
Facts.
The body we're in.
The body we are in is temporary. That's funny.
I could lose this body. I can't afford to lose my family's body, so
It's a beautiful day outside. It's a very beautiful day. For me here, no matter what the mission, it's always coming back, because always the mission is first. That's so skulls are getting cracked.
Never trust a nigga with ashy lips.
Skulls are getting extracted. Their brains are getting extracted.
Their brains get sucked up, their noses.
Why do you know that?
Please believe. The whole. Record.
Following his confession,
He wanted to go to
Alexander
jail.
Kenua was charged with first-degree murder and weapon carrying.
Okay.
Prior to a trial, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, and in August of 2013, he pleaded guilty but not criminally responsible.
What?
He was then indefinitely remanded to a state psychiatric facility. Though he was deemed unfit to stand trial, it is possible that he could be deemed competent in the future. Alex also pleaded guilty but not criminally responsible for the assault of Joshua Caesar.
What? That's what they leaving us off with? We don't get a sentence or anything? YouTube, if you like that video, if you want more videos like that, make sure you leave a comment, like the video, or just watch what I upload and catch a vibe, twin. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got too much else to say. More videos on the way. 10K's on the way. Make sure you leave a like, all that good stuff. This was a dope video. Interesting as hell. Crazy as hell. But we watched it. Now you gonna see it. We gone, twin.